Everyone, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. We're so excited that you're here to share this ribbon cutting with us. Now is a good time to start getting the last of your refreshments and starting to take a seat so we can begin our ceremony. I know everybody is hot, but we do want to have a wonderful time here together. In a moment, we'll have Rick Smith, who's the director of GCRA, up here to introduce our dignitaries speakers.
Where to? Does it matter where to? Any. Any of them. Maximum recording, I think. I've seen you everywhere. Good. Good morning, good morning, good morning. If everyone can take their seats, we're about ready to proceed with the festivities. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Thank you for coming today. This is a big occasion for the city and East Gainesville and the county at large, too. Hi, my name is Rick Smith. I'm the director of GCRA, and I'd like to welcome you to the ribbon cutting here at Cornerstone EHEDI, a project that's been ongoing for several years now. The ribbon cutting for today is going to involve the infrastructure that has been under construction over the last 2 years. We're excited once now we can see the vision that the county and the city have for this key location. I want to introduce the speakers today so we can quickly move on to the festivities. We have Commissioner Desmond Duncan Walker, who will be kicking off. We also have Chair Chuck Chestnut with the County Commission. We have Michael Holmes with UF Senior Vice President. And we have Mayor Harvey Ward with Gainesville, who will be finishing up the proceedings prior to the ribbon cutting. Once again, thank you all for coming. I appreciate it, and we're glad you can make it. Thank you.
All right, City of Gainesville, how you doing? I think we can do just a little bit better than that. How you doing this morning, City of Gainesville? This is an absolutely beautiful day, and I can't think of a place that I'd rather be more right now. And I'd like to say to all of you that you are in the right place at the right time. The City of Gainesville has embarked on an amazing project. We have several partners that are here with us today, and we are just pleased as punch to welcome you to this much awaited event. I'd like to take a few moments to recognize some special individuals and dignitaries that are here with us. Today, we're going to begin with the Mayor of Gainesville, Mr. Harvey Ward. Michael Holmes, VP of UF Health. Commissioner Charles Chestnut IV, Alachua County Board of County Commissioners Chair. City Commissioner Ed Book. Gainesville City Commissioner Brian Eastman. City Manager Cynthia Curry. School Board of Alachua County member Thomas Blue. Yes, you. UF Community Relations Director Karen Thomas. Chuck Clemens, former state rep and now UF VP of Government and Community Relations. Members of Congresswoman Cammack's office. They don't want to be recognized. As a matter of fact, they scratched through their names on this list, but I'm going to call them out anyway because we cannot ignore them. The GCRA Director, Rick Smith, and the GCRA team. Other city departments, directors, would you please stand and be recognized? Other city departments. Okay, some of you are already standing. And of course, our community advocates, Ms. Carrie Parker Warren and Ms. Evelyn Mickle, and many, many others. I am proud to welcome you all to this milestone moment for East Gainesville. A milestone we are honored to share with our partners from Alachua County and UF Health. Today we recognize not just the completion of infrastructure, but the continuation of a promise. A promise to invest in the people, places, and potential of this great community. With this infrastructure in place, we have completed the groundwork for additional accessible healthcare, expanded services, improved transit, and walkable connections that support wellness at every level, from urgent needs to nutrition and employment and long-term well-being. This day isn't just about sidewalks and asphalt. It's about building opportunity for people who will use these changes to access jobs. It's about building opportunity for the small businesses that can benefit from the strength of public and private investment here. And it's about bringing amenities and economic empowerment to the district and neighbors that I am so proud to represent. Soon we'll have a new RTS transit hub right here, and people in our surrounding neighborhoods will have a convenient way to reach healthcare, childcare, work, and essential needs. Mobility is not a luxury. It's a right, and it's a critical need to an equitable city. This progress is possible only because so many came to the table and stayed committed. Our partners, Alachua County and UF Health, who worked with us to make this happen. Can we give all of those partners a round of applause one more time? Our neighbors who spoke up about what they wanted to see come up out of the ground, and our city planners and public works crews who made it all reality. It's a reminder of what we can achieve through shared vision and sustained advocacy. While we celebrate today's ribbon cutting, our work is far from finished. As you will hear from all of us today, this is the first step in a larger vision of transformational change and continued economic investment for East Gainesville. Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of the day.
Good morning. Good morning. On behalf of Alachua County, I want to express our strong support for continued investment and development on the east side of Gainesville. This area has long been underserved, and it's time we change, not just with words, but with actions. Projects like the East Health and Economic Development Initiative at Cornerstone are a great start. They represent the kind of collaborative, community-focused investment we need, bringing healthcare, transit, jobs, and food access directly to the neighborhood that needs it the most. But we can't stop here. The county is committed to working with our partners, the City of Gainesville, UF Health, local businesses, and the residents themselves to bring even more opportunity, infrastructure, and a quality of life improvements to East Gainesville. Together, we can ensure that the East Side has a future that reflects the full potential of its community. Thank you.
Good morning. Good morning. Commissioner, Mayor, elected officials, all friends and family, good to see you. As Regional President of UF Health Shands Hospital, joining your community 4 months ago, I just want to say I love seeing the new family. Thank you for making our new home feel like home already, so I'm excited. At UF Health, this is a meaningful day for us. Not for just us, but for the city, the county, East Gainesville, and every life that we've touched and what's taking root right here. Today's ribbons cutting marks more than the opening of a facility like UF Health Urgent Care Center on the east side or the launch of another new project. It's a powerful expression of how we care for our community. I'm deeply honored to stand here today alongside all of our elected officials and everybody in our community, along with the mayor, the community, and business leaders that have made the East Side Health and Economic Development Initiative possible. For us, this effort reflects a shared commitment to expanding access to services that help meet the needs of our community, from healthcare to transportation to education and to employment and beyond. It takes all of those to have a healthy community. Because we believe that a strong community starts with a strong, accessible program, particularly around health resources that deliver what our community needs. Our urgent care practice is just one piece of that vision, and we are proud with the momentum that our team is bringing forward. At UF Health, we've always believed that our mission extends beyond the hospital walls. It's about being present, and it's about being in the community. It's about understanding what our community needs day in, day out. And it's about walking hand in hand with our partners that have that same type of vision. And I'm excited to work along with my colleagues at UF Health that we can be a part of this opportunity. So, thank you to all of our community partners for your trust, for your collaboration, for your constructive feedback, for pulling us in and making us feel part of this community, our community. For your voice, your engagement, and your belief, we're going to stay committed to what we do day in and day out. Congratulations on making this day a reality. Next, I'd like to invite our mayor to the podium. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Okay, I'm gonna do a Commissioner Duncan Walker on you. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
All right, that was better. Thank you for being here. Thank you for not only showing up this morning, but thank you for being here and being present and believing when City Hall said that we care about East Gainesville. That was a hard thing to believe, right? I mean, let's be honest with each other. For a long time, we've said that City Hall cares about East Gainesville. We're going to do something, we're going to do something, we're going to do something. I watched it as an East Gainesville resident for many years while investment left back in the 80s and 90s. I saw it happen. I watched it go away. We've been talking about what we're going to do for a long time. And when we first talked with UF Health about the reality, what became the reality of this health center just a few steps from us, this clinic, I believed we were going to do it on a level. And we went out and we talked to our neighbors at Lincoln Middle School in the auditorium 4, 5, 6 times, and y'all didn't believe us. And I kind of believed us. But it was real, wasn't it? When we actually got it done with our partners at the county, with our partners at UF Health, we got this clinic built. So in the process of that, our city manager, Cynthia Curry, came to me and said, so I got this idea for this thing called the EHEDI. I said, well, that may not be the best name for it, but okay. And she said, no, you got to believe this. This is real. This is the East Side Health and Economic Development Initiative. East Side Health and Economic Development Initiative. EHEDI is what we call all this stuff around us. And what I knew was here was going to be a little clinic here, but she saw something bigger here. She saw an RTS hub, a transit hub that would allow people to get wherever they needed to go in our community from these neighborhoods surrounding us. She saw a park behind us, the Lincoln Yard Park. She saw a food hub being built out there. She saw something incredible here, and she sold me on it. She made me believe over time. And I've been telling y'all, trust us, we're going to get this thing done. I believe, I want you to believe. And if you didn't believe until today, I can absolutely forgive that because we didn't have a lot to show. When you build infrastructure, infrastructure is an act of faith in itself. It is an act of belief because there's a lot of money under the ground here. There's a lot of wires and cables and conduit. And there's a lot of street lights that you don't really even notice. There's streets and sidewalks here. It's easy to drive by on Hawthorne Road or Southeast 8th Avenue and not believe in infrastructure because infrastructure is boring, right? I mean, the bulldozers aren't. I'm a guy, so I love to watch bulldozers at work. That's a shout out to Public Works. But it's hard to really believe in infrastructure. Well, now we're at the point where you can see what's here. What used to be here. I'm from here, y'all. I remember what was here. This was a tangle of water oaks falling down and of air potato vines and garbage that people dumped here on their way to somewhere else because they could get away with it. That's not what this is now. You can look around and see this is something different. But let me tell you what else this is. There's a neighborhood right over here. You can see it. And I will tell you that 2 years ago, a year ago even, if you had been standing here in the middle of that air potato jungle, you would not have been able to see those houses right over to that neighborhood. One of the least advantaged neighborhoods in our community. Well, about a year ago, we cut the ribbon on Lincoln Yard Park, which is a terrific park just 150, 200 feet behind us here off of Southeast 8th. It would have taken anybody living in this neighborhood that you can see right here more than a mile to walk to Lincoln Yard Park. So guess what? They didn't use it. Because of course they didn't. We live in Florida, for goodness sake. You don't walk a mile to get to the park. So they just stayed in their neighborhood, shadowed by air potato vines and garbage, other people's garbage. But earlier this week, I came out here to watch the progress, because I do that several times a week, because it feeds me. And I watched 2 kids, probably 9 or 10 years old, walk from one of these houses that you can see right here to the park, which is now less than 2/10 of a mile away. They can see the park from their house. They don't have to believe in the park. They can see it, and their grandma can watch them walk to it and make sure they're safe and okay and in a healthy environment. They could see that because Cynthia Curry could see it, because she convinced me and the city commission and our staff to see it up here and in here. Well, now you can see it right here. You can put your eyes on it. 3 years ago, you couldn't see with your eyes this clinic. 3 years ago, if you got sick in Lincoln Estates, if you didn't feel quite right, you are probably going to have to go all the way to Archer Road to Shands, right? So a lot of people just didn't. They just hoped it would get better. Well, today, if you don't feel right in Lincoln Estates, you can take a very short walk to the clinic and be seen about. If it's urgent, you can get it seen about by just taking a short walk. You can't see with your eyes right now the transit hub that's about to exist right over here. We'll break ground on that later this year. That's the plan, at least. That's what I see. You can't see it with your eyes, but I can see folks living in the apartments that the Hutchinson Foundation is building just a few blocks from here with the help of the city of Gainesville. I can see people living in existing homes in these neighborhoods around us. I can see people living in the 2 homes that the Bright Community Trust is building with the help of the city of Gainesville just a couple of blocks down the street. I can see them being able to take a short walk to the transit hub and get anywhere they want to go in this community. Anywhere they want to go for work, for pleasure, for shopping, whatever it is they want to do, that is going to be available for them in just a short time. I can see it up here and in here, and I want y'all to see it as well. I want you to go tell people. It's not good enough that you're here. I need you to believe enough to go tell your friends and neighbors, hey, the city is serious about this. The city believes in East Gainesville, and you need to believe too. The harder thing to believe for folks who live in East Gainesville is that we're going to keep doing this, and that you, as someone who lives in the neighborhood surrounding us, as a neighbor in Lincoln Estates or wherever else you live right around here, I'm asking you to look at what we are doing and have done and believe that you are part of not only East Gainesville, but Gainesville. And I need folks who don't live in East Gainesville to believe that you are part of East Gainesville and of Gainesville. We have to believe together. We cannot let cynicism and bitterness take the day. And it's easy to do that. It's real hard to look at headlines and not let cynicism and bitterness beat you down. I'm asking you to believe that we can do something better because we have done something better. We have proof of concept. We have something that allows you to have a little faith and to grow that faith. And if you're from another neighborhood and you're starting to feel cynical and bitter about what local government can do, I want you to drive over here and I want you to think about the falling down water oaks and the air potato vines and the garbage that other people left here, and look at what's here now and take that as proof that you actually can believe something into existence, that we can work together, whether you're from Lincoln Estates or whether you're from Briarwood or whether you're from somewhere in Southwest Gainesville, that we can come together and make great things happen. I am charging you to believe that we can do something better than cynical and bitter, and to be a part of that better, that impressive, that thing that feeds all of us and makes this a community that everybody recognizes. So I'm asking you to believe, and I'm thanking you for what you've already done. Much appreciated.
That's a tough act to follow. So I'd like for all of you to proceed in an orderly fashion out to the ribbon cutting to your to the west. And I'd also like to recognize NV5 and Andrews Paving, who were involved in the design and construction of the infrastructure that we're going to celebrate today. Thank you.
Where's this thing going? This is going to go on. I thought that was the best speech I'd seen the mayor give. I don't know how many speeches you've seen.
I've seen several of his speeches.
Yeah.
I will work on seeing what I can pull from the video and uploading it and make it available to whoever I can make it available to.
All right. Boxes on the way out. I am expecting everyone to take 1 or 2 hundred.
Many people do that the way you want to look at the notes from nothing.
Yeah,
maybe they just.
that's the.
Okay. so they just use the bus. Oh, fair enough.
Good memory.
Yeah. I'm glad you helped me figure that out. This is
Yeah, I'm from that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Dang. Okay.
Sorry.
He's like, and that's what I think.
Yeah.
Fort Lauderdale sucks.
When I went there, she was
Oh yeah.
all over.
How long are you guys together for?
Yeah, but that's like a really.
No, I mean, well, whenever you're down to
Yeah, right.
we could
Everyone kind of gather a little bit closer. The moment for ribbon cutting for this song. The mayor. This is Commissioner Duncan Walker. Would you like to have some big scissors?
Alright, for those of you who aren't used to cutting ribbons, cut a little piece for yourself and take it and put it on your office wall. Hold on.
One moment. Come on.
Is this it? Really? That's all we got?
Nisha. Get out of the way.
Sorry.
Nisha.
Come on. Hold on 1 minute for her. Come on in. Who else? Anyone else that we're missing?
Bring the neighborhood. Apparently not. We all ready to go here?
So on the count of three, yes, on the count of three, we'll do East Gainesville. Everyone in the community ready? Ready. All right. 1, 2, 3. East Gainesville. Woo! All right.
Sorry if I was in your shot.
Yes, on the count of three, we'll do East Gainesville. Everyone in the community ready? Ready. All right. 1, 2, 3.
East Gainesville.
Woo!